Have you found like the key to avoiding burnout now, like this late in life, and is that something that's kept you going for this long? Is like relaxing and unwinding on like a few nights out of the week or one night out of the week with other people?
Yeah, I mean, I think that racing is obviously a balance, and especially as long as I've done it, and it also comes with the fear of having to step away. I think that I'm trying to plan a retirement, and plan removing myself from this situation, which is kind of an honor, and a lot of people don't get to do that. I mean, to be able to quit something at your own terms is pretty unique, and I hope that I can make it to 2014. That's my goal, but still in all, I think that when I look at my career and the past 18 years of racing Supercross and most of those years racing motocross as well, that the end is near. I mean, 2014 is kind of where I put a tag on my career and where I want to step away, being 20 years of racing Supercross. So, I know what it's like. I've been burnout before. I mean, it certainly was part of my career. I've gone through my career's gone through many phases, and now it's about having fun for sure. But at the same time, I mean, I want to win. Like, I want to do well in this sport. As fun as it is, as much as we all love riding motorcycles, if you're a professional motorcycle racer and you're not in the top, it kind of sucks. It's not a lot of fun. It's a sport that's really geared towards the front. So, I feel happy about where I'm at in life. I feel, and I feel happy about where I'm at in racing. And I think that we've had a great start to 2012. But I'm not going to let all my secrets out of the bag here on this interview.
Do you think that your personality now, it's not so uptight, has made you a fan favorite again? Or a fan favorite as much as you were? I mean, everybody rooted for you when you were like a young kid on Yamahas and stuff like that, but it was still another face in the crowd with the factory thing, and then now you're here and you're K-Dub. You do transfers and stoppies and just people lose their shit.
Well, I think for me, and I actually had this question asked to me the other week, like what happens if you get hurt doing a transfer? I'm like, oh well, I mean, I don't want to get hurt at all, but if I get hurt doing a transfer, that to me, that's as big a part of who I am and what I do as going out and trying to win a race, and I really feel like I'm not scared to kind of call a spade, and if people say that I may have had a shortcoming in my career, I'm liable to sit down and agree with you. I don't get my feelings hurt about criticism that I may take, and I may back you on that as well. And I think that I feel like people can appreciate that, and where I'm at in my career is a really, really good place, and I'm proud of where I'm at and all the things that make me, which apparently is a fair bit unique. So like I said, I'm in a good spot, happy with where I'm at, and really appreciative of sponsors and B, fans and approval and crowd applaud. I mean, that's a big part of why I'm still here. I mean, after 18 years, I got to be honest with you, I don't think I'd ride out in front of 50,000 booing fans, so I'm thankful that they've been such a huge part of my career and a huge part of my success and a reason for my longevity and not wanting to step away anytime soon.
So last weekend at Phoenix, you rode really, really well. Got caught on the last lap, but we're riding very well. What happens if you hit May like 2014 and you're still as strong as you are now? Do you still step away, or do you just reevaluate it then?
Well, I have done the math on hopefully making every main, as we saw last year that Villapoto didn't make one. Nick Way has been out of one already this year. Josh Grant. I mean, you got big names that don't make mains occasionally because frankly stuff happens sometimes. So, but I've done the math. Making it through 2014 don't quite get me to 250. So if I'm Atlanta this year is my 200th race, providing I make all the mains up till that point, and I'm happy about hitting that milestone. But as long as I'm competitive, who knows what I'll do. I've called 2014 because I thought it was cool. It was a cool rhyme on the 20 years, and then also the 14 being my number. I thought that was a great opportunity, but none of that crap really matters. If I'm having fun and able to do it well. I will tell you that I had plans of retiring from motocross when my first child started school, who is now 9, and she's a basketball player now, and I'm missing a lot of home games and a lot of stuff that makes parenting special. So that's also hard. Something that I got to come to terms with and kind of realize, like, who am I living my life for after a certain amount of time, right? Am I doing it for them, or am I still going to chase my dreams forever? So all that stuff's weighing into my mind. And, by the time I retire, whether it be 2014 or beyond, chances are all 4 of my kids will be in school. So, there's a lot of things that go into my life and my plan that, a lot of these guys that are racing Supercross don't really have to think about.
Okay, so with you talking about your kids, about your your life goals and everything like that, is that another thing that helps you relate so much to the fans? Is because everybody they go to the Supercross races on Saturday, but they go right back to an office job on Monday and go back to the real life, and they see a big picture where some of these other guys are just dirt bikes, and money and all that. Do you think that's what helps you relate, is because you're an honest person then?
Yeah, I really don't have no idea. I mean, I think, I feel honored, and I really want, I want people to see that and feel it, and for its, its purity. It's not a show. And I really, what I've done in my career, in my life, although it's been championship-less minus the lights, or 125 at the time championships, there's some things that have happened in my career that's been amazing, and that I wouldn't change or trade for anyone's career. So I mean, things have been great, and for whatever reason that the crowds cheer when the 14's called out in opening ceremonies. I mean, for whatever that reason is, I'm glad it happened. It's been a huge part of my career, and I'm thankful for that. But the reality of it is I went. I'm really upset with myself after 18 years to go into Anaheim 1 and not feel like I was prepared. And a lot of that reason for me feeling that way was because I don't do what the other guys do on the track anymore. I was not able to spend as much time in California preseason as I wanted to, and I'm not able to stay in California for 2 weeks. I mean, I have children to tend to, while my wife and family do a great job at providing for them when Dad's not there. There's that issue, but there's also other business endeavors, because I don't want to just be that guy that retires from motocross, Supercross with absolutely nothing to do. I think that's a huge mistake, because I mean, dude, I've done this for like I said, 18 years as a pro right now, but I got 31 years of riding motorcycles under my belt, so I'm gonna have my own set of issues to deal with when I retire. I mean, it's gonna be very difficult to do, so I'm trying to keep myself busy and taking on other endeavors, but you can only divide time by so much, and so that was why I was a little bit distracted coming in A1. But after 2 rounds of racing, I feel happy about where I'm at, more so than ever before. At this point in the season, I feel like I have some good opportunities to build from that and potentially land on some podiums. And supposedly got rain in our future here for some Supercross races. I love that. So you never know what can happen in this crazy game, and maybe we'll find the box and ultimately win.
To wrap it up, when they do call your number out and you ride up the ramp or do whatever you do for that week's opening ceremonies, does it feel special to you? Do you get excited about that, or is it just another part of your job?
It's the most amazing feeling in the entire world that, not to sell children short, or, the birth of a child or anything like that, but I mean, there's been absolutely nothing in my life that has felt like, winning, which, is an incredible feeling to hoist that trophy up, or, shake the champagne in front of, 60,000 fans, but also just the opening ceremonies and the cheers, the excitement of doing the transfer, which, I mean, just, I wish people could really see it through the eyes, because I want everybody to know it scares the crap out of me. I mean, it's not something that I just, I'm just going to go hit this and, jump over here and do all that stuff. I mean, it's a lot of planning goes into it, and to get the reception that it gets, it makes it all worthwhile, which is a lot of fun, and, something that I take obviously a lot of pride into, and, I'm just grateful, thankful. I mean, I'm in a good place, and, Supercross and all the other stuff that I got going on in my life. I don't want to discredit that, but I mean, to do what I do, I mean, it's such a weird feeling to be in your mid-20s, and then ultimately, now getting close to my mid-30s, where it's like having that feeling like your best days are behind you. And that's a weird feeling, and not one that you're really willing to deal with. I mean, it's just been an incredible life up to this point, and hopefully things keep rocking along on the same crazy train. I mean, sometimes things happen, but it's been a great life for me, and one I've been happy and thankful to live, and hopefully things keep rocking and rolling.